The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sexually transmitted infections are certainly on the rise. Telling someone you've tested positive for an STD, that's the responsible thing to do, but it can be incredibly uncomfortable. So now there are online services which offer to notify your partner or former partners anonymously if you test positive for a sexual infection. So the text might look something like this. A sexual partner recently tested positive for an STD and is notifying you via our anonymous notification tool to recommend you also get tested. Testing is the only way to be sure of your STD status. Now, there may also be a link of places where you can go get tested. A lot of grumbling. I'm sensing there's some mixed feelings, maybe negative feelings. You two were pretty excited about this.
Yeah, I love it. So, you know, you just go to this site and then you put in the person's number, you click send, and they get the notification. If you want to be notified once they receive the message, you can. But ideally, somebody would tell the person face to face, or they would call them. However,
unless you're not sure. I mean, I don't know about doing this as a group mailing, group text. That could not look good.
That's another conversation. But they're not talking about it because they know that about half of people 18 to 35 years of age say that they have never spoken to their partners about past testing, meaning people don't even know if their sexual partners have had HIV testing or gonorrhea testing, chlamydia testing, and that's
HPV.
less than ideal. All of it, yeah. They don't know what they have. They're not even asking.
There's a major problem with this. There's actually two major problems. To me, the first is this would be very easy to prank someone. And because of that facet, a lot of negative emotions. When you get this text, I can't even imagine the emotions you would go through. But that leads to my second problem with this. It's not only anonymous, it's completely random. It's, oh, sexually transmitted infection. You're gonna sit there, well, is it HIV? Is it gonorrhea? Is it chlamydia? Is it herpes? Is it something else? And then you're gonna go in and get tested, and if you have no idea what you've been exposed to, that's not good medicine. So it's so anonymous, and you not only do you not know who it was, but you don't even know what you've potentially been exposed to, or if you've been pranked. And so to me, there's too much. There's too much opportunity for misuse, and also just even if it said you've been exposed to HIV or you've been exposed to chlamydia, there's a big difference. There's a big difference there, and they should at least give a little more information.
Well, would that make it better in your eyes if you were more specific?
A lot of people don't realize that if you tell someone, most standard STI tests don't even test for herpes simplex.
That's correct.
So you could text this to someone and they're like, oh, they go get tested, and turns out they were exposed to the herpes virus, and unless you specifically asked to get tested for it, you won't be. So that, to me, why wouldn't they be a little more, be discreet,
but
be
better. I mean, I think the concept is good, but I agree with you that you can make it better and have some sort of built-in penalties if somebody is abusing it as a prank or whatever, that somehow you
accountability of
some kind. I don't know how that would work, but it's possible.
Yeah, and I think that's ideal, and I think you bring up a great point. It is very useful to know what you were exposed to, but overall, I would say, as far as the prank aspect of it, if you are dating someone, or if you have had intercourse with someone and they are mean enough to prank you like that, then you probably should just go and get tested for anything.
You wouldn't even need to have been with someone. I could literally be in high school and just I could prank another guy I don't like. It's so anonymous. I could prank anyone I want. You could prank your sister. You could prank anyone and think it's funny, and then you have someone super nervous and
in a panic. Are you kidding me?
And then you go and you get tested, everything's negative, and realistically there's always a time gap, and your provider's going to say, well, you know, not only come back again for testing, but also if you've been exposed to something like HIV, you should go on prophylactics to potentially prevent an infection.